Hello, let's talk integration in the ascension. In the ascension, it's not always feeling great and good and being high vibe, but allowing vulnerable, authentic feeling of any of the lows or what does come up in witnessing your emotions and in being with yourself in full loving acceptance. You're not negating or denying aspects of yourself, of your shadow, and allowing an attunement to the body, attuning to your body in terms of what the body is calling for or needs, and how you may follow the body in following your intuition. It could be even that you have a certain intention or plan in mind, and that the body is nudging you or guiding you towards acting differently or moving differently, and how you can reconcile with what is truly aligning for you, following your highest vision, to following your highest values, being true to yourself while in the manifestation process, you get a lot of, be in the end and do reverse engineering and act as if. And that does require you to know the truth of who you are in full power and to override and to overcome any perceived obstacles, limitations in your reality that will be whether your environment is not exactly what you would prefer or envision your future self having and appreciating and enjoying and celebrating and sharing. If your conditions or circumstances somehow are not meeting up with who it is you're declaring and activating that you are in your refined self concept from the inside out, that you can override these things. You override your environment, you override the conditions, the circumstances, you override your mood, you override all of these things in order to be in your full aliveness and appreciation of your life and in the now and joy of becoming, while also moving through any of the discomfort or pain that may potentially be there in shaping you into who you're choosing to be, who you're wanting to be here and now, and how there's the opportunity to do that every new day. That if we wake up and repeat exactly the same habits and patterns and the same ways of thinking, and we're constantly creating the same current self. Whereas if we're waking up with doing meditation and alignment practices with who we're choosing to be and who we want to be, and how we're devoting ourselves with commitment to creation from the inside and in our actions and how we show up and in expressing our truth or devoting ourselves to what we're pouring into, regardless of circumstances, potential distractions out there in the world, that we do not allow ourselves to become consumed by that, but remain centered in who we're choosing to be and to keep moving towards that in the process of becoming. Not always easy, not always pleasant, not always comfortable, and the body can react and respond in certain ways. I'm feeling in the collective a lot of digestive issues at present, and sensations over feeling repelled from certain foods or feeling more sluggish if you eat certain things, and the body really being very loud with you. And I think that that is the energy almost that what I'm sensing and tapping into, being ahead of the curve, profile 6, of the body and the gut microbiome leaning into the new moon in Virgo, which is on the 22nd of August. So you may be feeling that call now to cultivate healthier habits, to detox, to fast, even to do a water fast, to even if you have black coffee, okay, but then the coffee can have an after effect in how it can stimulate you, but then bring on a depletion or like a lowering in energy afterwards. So to be mindful of that, or depending on how it may affect your nervous system. For some people, it makes them feel quite rattled or anxious, or can affect your sleep patterns. And for others, it doesn't seem to interfere with them at all. I certainly know a lot of people who identify with being neurodiverse as feeling that they could even have a nap after drinking a cup of coffee. It doesn't affect them in that way. In fact, it actually calms them down in another way. Do let me know if that resonates with you. And then the whole ADHD thing, I've talked about this before, as being that you're attuned to higher frequencies, you're more receptive to spiritual dimensions and to the creative force that you are, and bringing that out of you. Of course, society would want to label that as somehow bad or wrong or ignorable, because that distracts you from the creative power that you have to follow your own inner guidance and to follow rhythms and cycles of nature, to follow your body and to follow your creative genius, which is not the patriarchal way of showing up, doing exactly the same thing repetitively every single day. Our bodies are not designed for that. Our bodies are designed to be at one with nature, to follow rhythms of nature, to follow cycles of the push and pull, the lean in and the zoom out, relax and rest, to tune into the body, to care for it, to see it as a force of nature itself. How are you caring for your body this weekend? And really feeling guided to ask that question and to ask you to be in full loving compassion and acceptance of yourself in your body, holding yourself with compassion and grace, while you could be doing either or both of these things. Simply allowing yourself more rest, hydrating, sleeping more. If you feel that you're feeling this fatigue and tiredness because you're integrating more downloads or more energy coming through, that you observe what's coming up in your inner dialogue. If that's happening, are you treating yourself with kindness, care, and compassion? Are you saying, okay, you deserve some rest? You always deserve to rest and to give yourself what you need. If you feel called to stretch into your becoming and showing up in new ways that are getting even more out of you, that you're learning new things, that you have something activated in you, that you know you're going next level. So who am I becoming today? What am I giving my attention to today? What am I learning today? How am I growing? How am I showing up? How am I sharing my voice today? What am I doing to drive me forward into who I'm claiming and choosing to be tomorrow, in the legacy or the life that you may be building and creating? So cards from the Magdalene deck. Yesterday, I've had the card of Ascension, carrying that over into, because I'm feeling this energy for the weekend of a release and purge of limitation, limiting beliefs, of weight from you, of pressure, that digestive thing. It could be doing a cleanse. It could be releasing, eliminating waste from your body, also, as gross as that may be for you. Yes, you can eliminate a lot of excess toxins and things like that, which help your vibration naturally ascend and rise. So fasting can be really good for you at this time, and to make sure that you're hydrating and drinking plenty of water. Also doing that water ritual that I have mentioned in a previous video of how you can hold the water and encode loving intention, speak lovingly to the water, bless the water, give gratitude for the water, encode in what you're desiring to activate and experience within your own body. If it's safety, it's trust, it's greater confidence, it's greater trust in the universe. It is feeling supported, it's feeling cared for, it's feeling that you're financially provided for and all your needs are met. It's feeling that you have no problems because all is resolved in the now moment, and you're grateful for resolution being here, right now. Feeling so much energy coming from my hands. So you can do that with your glass of water, container or bottle, whatever you use, and drink it and feel it pour down into your body, giving full presence to that liquid moving down your body and giving appreciation and thanks as receiving what it is that you're wanting to activate in your own energy. It's very powerful. I've gone through charging water in my book. There's a lot on fasting, on vibration of foods, and more related to frequency and activation, activating yourself, you being your own inner healer, in going on the journey of transformation from the inside out. So even if you didn't want to step in on an empowerment call with me into one of my courses to receive attunements, that you could simply get a copy of the book and make the experiences and rituals and practices and the wisdom your own, and apply them to your own journey and make it uniquely yours, because we're all here on our own unique soul paths. It doesn't look the same for any of us. Yet the caring for yourself in mind, body, and soul is a must, so that you're in harmony with yourself, which therefore helps you be on that path to receive even more, to create and express even more, and to feel and experience and share and ignite and celebrate that abundance and beauty and truth and harmony and love and wealth and health and prosperity and success and laughter and love and play and everything that you require and desire. Another card that's staring at me now with little children, in the return to being like a child, in curiosity, in wonder, in awe, in every now moment. Can you surrender to more of that, of just being present in the now? Like, ooh, isn't that amazing? And getting into imagination, imagining everything working out for your highest good. Imagining everything unfolding as if by magic. Imagining if there's something that you want to bring resolution to, that you would like to help support somehow, simply imagining it is doing something energetically itself. You can imagine positive thoughts. You can imagine sending love to something or someone. You can imagine pouring solution over whatever issue or problem it may be that you feel is in your reality or in your circumstances or brought to your attention right here, right now. You can visualize and imagine giving love and acceptance to the situation and that being neutralized, diffused, alchemized, transformed. Giving gratitude, this is true prayer, gratitude for the resolution. Not seeking or wanting or asking, but gratitude for having, gratitude for all unfolding perfectly. Just really feeling that in your heart, like, thank you so much that all is working in my favor for my highest good right here, right now. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you. And so it is inviting you to say that out yourself with your hand over your heart chakra, your solar plexus, breathing in and reclaiming more power in your own energy body, and to remind yourself to do this every morning, every day. So you start your day dominating your day with love and gratitude and knowing and remembrance of the force of the power that you have within you as abundant, beautiful, truthful, harmonious, authentic, alive, and being in your aliveness. Being in your aliveness in building, being in your aliveness in creation, being in your aliveness through difficulty, and somehow turning that into joy. I'm reading the message from little children. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if this is resonating with you so far. When given paints and a brush, a young child automatically expresses and portrays images of the people and things that they love, and enthusiastically explain who and what everything in the picture represents. Children have no preconceived ideas about how they should express themselves. They just do it naturally and spontaneously in any way that they can. You could benefit by adopting a similar attitude at this time. Let go of all of your hang-ups and express yourself freely without judgment. Express all you have stored in your heart. You can express yourself in a myriad of ways: verbal expression, journal writing, painting, drawing, music, dance, even in your being, just like flowing, letting energy flow through your body, doing intuitive dance. I had someone connect with me recently who was talking about trying various different types of dance and then not quite liking the format or the class or the style or not flowing with it somehow, and they were still kind of seeking. And I suggested just playing music that they like that matched their mood at that time and just intuitively flowing. It not needing to be a certain way or look a certain way, but being your own expression through the movement of your body is the most beautiful thing. Allowing the feeling and the connection with the emotions that you just give grace and compassion and presence to them, witnessing them, allowing the energy to flow through your body. It's intuitive dance is emotional alchemy. It brings you into the present moment and it generates a sense of aliveness. You can even come into laughter and play and wonder. You can give reverence and love to your body and its uniqueness. You can be tender with your body. You can laugh at yourself. I'm getting body tingles here now. So there's your invitation to go do some dancing. Okay, this helps you clear the emotional blockages that may have formed in your life over the past few months. You regain a newfound sense of enthusiasm for life, and this filters through your work, your relationships, and whatever it is that you may be wanting to create. So for today, the energy is God, trusting the God force within you. This is just giving me a very strong sense of having a whole integrated auric field and coming back into wholeness and returning to that state and truly feeling it within your full being. That you connect, you set the intention to connect with that every morning and before sleeping, that you connect to already being and having everything with appreciation. This is highly transformative in your day-to-day reality creation, connecting to the God force within as you wake up, as you set your intention to start your day, as you move throughout your day, how you witness and observe everything to be an aspect of God, how you come back into using your creative power of imagination in a positive, loving way, with appreciation, with power, with the knowing that all is available and accessible to you. You can simply move in becoming more the merging of these energies within you, and to wind down your day in full appreciation and the knowing of this energy within you. Highly transformative. I recommend that you do that for a 21-day practice as a challenge for you if you want to take that on. Feel free to journal. You can get a copy of my journal if you want to go through a 21-day practice, devoting yourself to that, and see what comes at the end of 21-day period, what shifts have come about in your reality, how you've shifted your perception on things, how magical, wondrous things have come into your reality, how you've magically received more money, how you received an offer, an opportunity, a promotion, how you met somebody that was a wild synchronicity for you, how you even felt better, how you had people complimenting you and saying, I don't know what you're doing, but you're glowing, you look radiant, because you're being more loving and truthful and honest and authentic with your inner waters and igniting that design within you in feeling fullness and wholeness. Let me go to the message of God. You may be asking, does God really exist? And if so, where is God when you need God most? Often it's in our times of greatest need that we may feel most alone. This card is your confirmation that you are never alone. The universe has heard your call and wants you to know that the loving presence of the divine creator always fills and surrounds you. Surrender your fears and concerns. Accept the healing light that is being offered to you in this now very moment. Thank you for being here to receive this activation. Out of fear, we often try to spin against the current, and this is a waste of time and energy. Accept, trust, and let go. There are bound to be many twists and turns along the way. I'm seeing people flowing down a kind of a slide in a water park that has zigzags and just laughing at every bend and turn. And there is like something that you could take on, that we could all embody more of in all the twists and turns. I'm choosing my happiness. I'm choosing to see wonder and joy. I'm choosing to remember the God force within me. I'm choosing to understand that this is part of my reality creation of more of my heaven and earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. You'll be pleasantly surprised where the river of life eventually takes you. You can connect with that right now as your end goal, giving gratitude for it, and rise up to meet that version of you who is living that reality. Each life is like an ocean, forever yearning for love's shore. We ebb and flow, not realizing we eternally bathe in the sea of love. And love is the answer. Love is the way. Love is what transforms. Give love to all of your circumstances, conditions, anything that you may even not prefer. When you give love to it, you just neutralize, you alchemize, you transform. And you see that nothing is bigger or more important than you, and you creating that love within you. Let me know if this message has resonated, if you'd like to step in to receive activations with me, attunements to Reiki, Reiki level 1 to Masters. My Reiki level 1 courses are back from September. If you'd like to connect with me online, I'm recommending dates at the 1st and 2nd of September. This is before the eclipse that we have coming up on the 6th and 7th. A lot of potent energies coming in September and October. I'm also doing a new moon event on the 22nd of August. If anyone here would like to join me at that, which will talk about the energies coming in September, October also. Well, how you can get the best out of the new moon energy in Virgo for your planning and for your alignment in your mind, body, soul practices. So you get the best out of your energy in your creative process and what you're pouring into, and you feel more empowered and emboldened on that path. The North nodes I'm now being asked to reference in the nodal shift that we're in. We have still another year of going through the North node being in Pisces, which is very the spiritual dimension and connection and wanting and needing to ground that into our reality. Yet it really is a moving away from perfection, from perfectionism and having everything to look a certain way or be polished, that people are wanting something that's just real, that's just raw, that's just spontaneous, that's just the work of a little child. That, it's just expression in the now. And that this is what people are more drawn to. Yes, there is the growing tech and the AI and all of the things that we can learn. Yet your expression in the now, your creation and your energy in the now is what truly makes you real and authentic. And people are craving more of that in the world now as all of these changes are happening. They're wanting to connect more with what's real and true, and that is love in your heart. It can't be replicated by anything outside of you. It's uniquely yours. How are you caring for it? How are you sharing it? How are you showing up? How are you celebrating it? There's a potent message there. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one. Bye.